Let's talk some toys in here. Hey, how's everybody doing today, YouTube? It's the man child. Alright, so fresh on my doorstep today. Finally got in some more Master Universe Origins. We got the infamous PowerCon Horde 4-pack set that, yeah, everybody's been waiting for. Obviously, like I said, these are PowerCon exclusives. Oh my god, you can't imagine what it just took to get these. Now, I missed the boat pretty much. So PowerCon was started September 11th. I think this went on sale around June, if I remember, July. I think it was June. The minute I got on, like a lot of people, I missed the sale. I couldn't get them. They sold out. Then Mattel was like, yeah, well, it's going to be like in a once-in-a-lifetime thing, that kind of stuff. Well, then Mattel Creations had another sale. Yeah, I got the Sunman, I got Triclops, and you couldn't grab these, or any of the PowerCon exclusives, so yeah, I gave up on that. I just went on eBay and bought them. People have them. That's the short version, I guess, like everything. Little pricey, but people are selling them. So, yeah, I bought them. Here they are. I gotta say, man, really cool. It's a shame. I don't know why they made these exclusives. This is like stuff everybody wants. It's a shame. You got two Horde Troopers. I mean, you got a black, one all black, you got one red, you got the Filmation color HORDAK, and you finally got GRIZZLOR. And the variant GRIZZLOR that was in the, I think the vintage, which had a dark face and hands, as opposed to light brown. I never had that one as a kid. I had the regular one. I never had the variant, which some people had. But excellent. Look at that. Just the layout. So cool. Now, what I am liking with this, because if you do get your hands on one of these and, you want to take it out, especially for somebody like me who wants to review it, it does seem like it's collector friendly. I'm going to cut some tape, pull the front off, get the guys out to review. And if I want to keep the box, put them back in. Aside the ties I got to cut, you can use tape. They're going to go in. It's going to be fine. Thank God for that. So let's look over some of the box art. All right, so this is the top. Pretty cool. You got the big Horde bat logo symbol. That's, yeah, I just like the cosmic stars in the background. That's really neat. So check out the back. Look at that back, man. We got a slime pit. Home Mattel, man, I'd love to see an Origins or one, and I have the vintage one still. Pretty cool. But yeah, look at all that. Just the scene, the art is unbelievable in this thing. Yeah, I'd hate to destroy this. Thank God it seems collector friendly, but that is really wild. Now check this out. There's really something interesting I had no idea with this. All right, so we're back at the front part, obviously. Now, check this out. So you hold this, and this whole thing, looks like it rotates. Sort of. It's kind of getting stuck. I'm going to go that way. There we go. Look at that. Wow. Unreal. Look at that. Holy cow. We got the Fright Zone. Is that unbelievable or what? Look at that art, man. Oh, God. Yeah, oh my God. I hope Origins, God, I hope we get a slime pit and a Fright Zone. They got the Castle Grayskull. I don't have that. I have the classics, but or in a Snake Mountain. But we need a Fright Zone of anything. That is unbelievable. Wow. So I'll open this back up. Yeah, really impressive. Look at the lava inside the box. You can see that. Get some light on that. They got lava effects. There's art all inside this thing. Seems like to me, but yeah, that's really cool. I couldn't be happy with that. They really put a lot of work into that set. Here's your gigantic. Look at the size of that mailer box. Come here in my hand. It's got just the artistic, the bat symbol on it, right? And on the top, it's got your Master Universe logo. And then now let me flip the back around. All right, so that's the back. Check that out. It's got kind of its own unique artistic style cross-cell. Or sketch rather, like almost like it's concept sketches, but yeah, just Horde. It tells all the details. Awesome. But let's get back to the main set. All right, yep. So yeah, I couldn't be happier. It's so incredible, just incredible. So all right, let's let me get all these guys out of the box, right? And let's go over them. We're gonna check them out. All right, so yeah, I'm obviously unpacking them. Just when you think you're done with the box art, you're not. This is unbelievable, man. Like you look at that. So that's the inside. When I pulled, I'll show you that, how the guys come out. But look at it. They got the Mantisaur. Let's go, Mattel. We need one of them too. And the throne. Yeah, let's go, Mattel. Need one of them too. But look at all the art, man. That is so wild. All right, so this is how they come out. Real easy. Yep, collector friendly. Look at this. The old thing, when you cut the tape, pops off. Get that out of the way. That's awesome, man. It's going to pop right out. The accessories in the back taped up. So, yeah, cool. So, all right, let's get them all out. Check them out. All right, got all the guys out of the box. First up, we'll do them one at a time, and then, you know, we'll get them for do some comparisons and then get them all together for an end shot. We got GRIZZLOR. Man, he is awesome job. Incredible. Look at that. Now, he comes with his typical green the crossbow. We knew in the vintage. And they also give him Ram Man's axe, so one part of the axe from the where's his Ram Man, but that's pretty cool. Let's bring him in for a closer look. Right, so yeah, look at that. Yeah, they did the hair, just yeah, exactly like the vintage. Really cool. Yeah, the face, just the paint in the face. Check out the sculpt, gorgeous. So he's got his hair, real bad hair day like usual. Yeah, I love how it's embedded in there like that. And I did have some pieces fall off in the back, in the package, but for the most part, yeah, we won't be pulling on it too much. So, but yeah, it still has good head articulation, right? Left to right, up and down. We'll go all the way back, forward, you know, over the back, hair in the back. Now he has his, yeah, this is infamous, his cross piece. This will just pop off and slip over the shoulders. I don't know. Well, we could take it off. All right, so yes, without boring everybody. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Look at all the hair, just all the way down, under the crotch, all the way around, right up to the head. Well, the head's a separate piece. That looks like it'll pop off. But, yeah, really cool. So his arms, too, right? He has excellent arm articulation. Obviously, these aren't, it never was, but they're sculpted like they have hair, that beast style. Go all the way in, elbow, up, like this, down. Yep, hands, excellent. Ball joint. Same thing with this side. Got the HORDE logo, that band. Now that's, oh, look at that. I think it comes off. Does that come off? Yeah, look at that. I can slide off the arm. That's amazing. I'm going to leave it on. But yeah, you can actually take it all the way off and put it on other, you know, make somebody else wear troopers. That's great they did that. They really, from what I've seen taking these guys out of the box, they put a lot of extra detail. You're going to see that as we go through them. But same thing on this back. Let's see. So yeah, same thing on this arm. Now the left hand comes with a gripping hand for holding weapons or whatnot, and they give you two open hands here. So and then they give you a second one there to switch back on the left side. I don't know why you want two open ones instead of two closed, but yeah, that's what they give you. Still has waist. Go right, spin. Oh, so this is a separate. Okay, the waist is separate too. It could pop apart. I'm afraid to do this, but okay, just like that. All right, so everybody knows. Cool. Still has great, which we never had with the vintage, obviously, articulation can still go all the way out, right? Excellent knee, foot, right, boots, same thing, spin, got the HORDE logos on here, painted really, really well. Yeah, this is an incredible figure. I'm really liking that. I couldn't, this is a perfect GRIZZLOR. Could not ask for better. Let's bring the armor back in. All right, so that's just the armor. It's a real, all the, with the origins are really soft, but yeah, just paint it well. I love that little symbol. Yeah, it just kind of goes over the arms. Both arms are and snaps on. So, all right, got everything back on them. Yeah, I could not ask for a better GRIZZLOR in an origins line. That is just, I'm blown away by this figure. I'm absolutely blown away. Oh my God, I hope we get Leech Montana modular lock. Please, please, Jesus. Sound like a child over here. Well, I am, the man-child, but it's incredible. All right, so let's do a couple quick comparisons and move on. All right, this is my unique comparison. I don't have a vintage. I got, you know how to deal with my channel, classics, mint on card kind of stuff. And these are, I don't take them out, it's just too expensive. But you kind of get the picture. Look how good, just from what you can see in the package, because obviously these packages are really well open as far as you can see the specs of the figure. Look how well that GRIZZLOR looks next to this guy. I mean, he can fit right in with the classics, just a little bit shorter. Unreal. Now, the other thing with the classics too, this is more reminiscent of what the vintage, you can see he has a lighter tone. See what I'm talking about in the face? That's what the vintage had, where this was the odd variant, which a lot of people never had, but that is so cool. And I'm glad they went with that, something different. Just incredible. From a 0 to a 10 for this guy, I'll give him an 11. How's that? That's how awesome I think he is. All right, we got our Filmation style HORDAK. Can't get enough of HORDAK, man. And just that blue color. And even now they have a different arm on him, more of a blaster effect, right? Because from the Filmation, actually his arm was able to change and morph in all kinds of different weapons and stuff. But that's so cool they included that. I love the colors on it. Just, we already have two HORDAKs now, and I'll compare to one. But yeah, just fantastic, man. All right, yeah, just look at those eyes, man. The way to paint those eyes, just the head, so cool. You know, I think it's very typical HORDAK we already know, but yeah, it's the head articulation. Okay, spin left to right. Really good for this weird hood he has for the Origins. I like that. As far as the arms now, go out, okay, and same thing. Now, this is a big, I don't know, kind of its own, yeah, weird. Look at that weapon. Doesn't do anything, but it is cool to have it. But, you know, all typical stuff. And he has more of a robotic arm, at least a mechanical sculpt, you know, just in the tooling it looks like, so it's a different arm. That's pretty neat, okay. Same thing, has an as typical arm like the other HORDAK with the closed fists on the side. I think the band, yep, all these bands too. That's cool, see? You can actually move up and down. You can take it off. I like that. Just, you know, the waist, not familiar legs. Okay, all stuff we've seen before, but good split, good knee, foot. It's got the, you know, the typical HORDAK feet on the bottom. Good articulation there. Cape looks pretty much the same. It's the other one we have. The armor, though, I don't know. Okay, let's take the armor off. Take a look what he looks like underneath. All right, so I just popped the armor off. Everybody wants to have a look. Just your typical buck. All right, back's the same. Now the arm too. I popped that off as well. This doesn't seem like it does spin, but it doesn't look like it's its own arm. Yeah, it doesn't come off, and he doesn't come with a. He does come with another hand. I'll find out in a second. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Articulates well, and then that's the armored, just like the other HORDAK, just pops on and off, and in the head too. All right, so this is HORDAK's kind of accessories it comes with, right? So check this out. It comes with a different head with that open, like an open mouth, and the eyes look slightly different, like right as like a screaming type of head. Very similar to the Busto HORDAK, so that's pretty cool. It comes with that. So he also comes with another hand for the left side. Kind of a semi-open hand. I don't know. I guess it's more for the crossbow if you want, but it does come with that. Then comes with his famous white crossbow we all know. I usually paint my eyes red with a red marker or something, but yeah, typical. We've seen that with the last two HORDAKs from the Origins line, so it comes with that. And then comes with his little bat symbols, little minion guy, shield. I don't know what it's supposed to be. But, yeah, kind of cool, that weapon. Goes on his arm, so it comes with that. And this is just kind of the two heads side by side. You want to, you know, the difference in them. All right, we got him set back up on the turntable. So I just got the little minion bat shield on his left side. And I got changed out the head and his open hand. So check that out. All right, got his, I put the regular hand back on the left side, and crossbow in hand, right? Got a little dual wielding action there, HORDAK. Both arms, weapons. His crossbow. All right, so I got a little back-to-back comparison with the Origins first release HORDAK and the Filmation one. Okay, for ha-has, I just switched the arms out with both HORDAKs. Yeah, they're different colors, but if you wanted to customize, just make sure the pegs and it's nothing different. They change out okay. So yeah, I thought I'd do that. All right, so let's do a couple comparisons and we'll move on. All right, so I do have a loose comparison. That's Super 7. That's their Filmation Club Grayskull HORDAK. Yeah, these obviously were supposed to be, you know, reminiscent of what was in the cartoon today, the She-Ra cartoon, or sometimes He-Man. But yeah, that's kind of truly where the color came from. It's kind of cool those are together. So just that. Now he comes with Imp too. If you had this guy, you get Imp, and it can actually go with your Origins. It'd be cool if Origins came with an Imp of some sort, but it didn't. But that's cool. So that's kind of those guys together. All right, this is my comparison with my classics and card Filmation inspired HORDAK. So this guy, just the colors goes more in line with the classics. Because that's basically all he was originally, like we just showed with the Origins first release, right? The gray repaint. That's what the classics was. The classics did do nothing much different with the Society. They added Imp, and they did do the arm. It's on the opposite side, and it has a whole arm you could switch out. You could see that in there. That would have been cool if you got this with this HORDAK, but you didn't. But yeah, they still look great. They hold up well. Side by side, I like them. You know, so it's kind of those two together. All right, and lastly, we have our Horde Troopers. Man, these guys are incredible. They really went, from what I've seen so far. I'll show it. Extra detail with these guys aesthetically. So obviously you have the black, you have the red one, right? The one's the evil fright guard. That's the red, as I said. And the other one's the evil stealth trooper. it's pretty cool. Yeah, just so they come with a couple crossbows and two other, looks like some type of mace weapons. Maybe they're blasters too. I don't know. But let's bring them in for a closer look. All right, so bring up the evil fright horde trooper, the red one. Yeah, just so here's your articulation, right? Pretty cool on bullet joint. I mean, this is excellent. Just the way he can look left to right, go, you know, up and down, back. Really cool. Excellent arm articulation too. Okay, on the elbow, in and out. Hands. Now, with the hands, they come with, on the right side, they come with a closed gripping hand, and then they have a punching hand on the left. And they didn't give you a spare, so you don't have another, the karate chop hands, like I call it, or another one of these gripping hands. It's just, yeah, one on the right. It's kind of weird, but okay. But yeah, just waist, spin left to right. Okay, the legs are really excellent. Just go all the way out, like all the Origins. Okay, knees go all the way back. Same thing. This lower mechanical part can spin of the suit, and has the foot left to right, up and down. Now, my only complaint with these Origins is that there's a big problem in the knees. I'm seeing that with every single one of them. These guys, a couple times on a rotating table, they fell over. Be honest with you. Sometimes I put a little silicone, or you can use like clear nail polish. So I'm gonna have to do that with these guys. Will help tighten up the joints. There's even products on Amazon, but yeah, that's a QC issue showing up with these. But anyway, so even the back, they got just the extra details, sculpting in there, and the arms. It's robotics, the lower part of the belt there. Yeah. Now here's another interesting thing too. Check this out. Wow, look at that. It actually splits open, and it's just a cybernetic, yeah, just an endoskeleton. That is really wild. There's the back. I mean, they didn't have to do something like that. I don't know what the point is, but it's awesome. So it ain't like a guy in a suit, you know. I guess you could pretend that if you want to, like on you seen the vintage cartoon of the day. But yeah, their own robotic kind of creatures, troopers. That is so awesome. And it just pops up and snaps. Really cool. So that's the, now let's bring in the weapon for a minute. All right, just a silver crossbow. Nothing, it's identical to GRIZZLOR's and HORDAK's, just silver. Okay, so this one, pretty cool. Like that. And this one comes with another type of new weapon. It looks like a mace. Kind of like a little, yeah, almost like a bat. Could be a staff. Could fire a ray. Who knows? A Master Universe rays out of here. Whatever your imagination desires. But yeah, it's cool. Comes with that. And then the black one comes just opposite. It doesn't matter whose hand you switch them in, right? It's whatever you want, but that's how they come. All right, so we got the Horde Troop, the black one, we'll call them in hand. Aesthetically, there's nothing different. It's all the same. I mean, why would they? That I can see. I'm sure. Yeah, even the hands. I got the punching hand, same thing. The closed fist hand on the right side. He comes with that weapon, but this time it's in silver, and then the crossbow is in pure red. I just kept everything in hand, right? So it waste too much time. But same deal, right? He splits now. This guy opens up the same way, but instead of silver cybernetics, it's all in red. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's really unique. Yeah, I can't imagine a tooling with the. Now, it would be cool. I know I like to see a blast attack, not because he was kind of part of the Horde too, I believe, but blast attack would be cool too. See that kind of tooling where it's split apart. I like to see that guy in this line. But anyway, articulation, same thing, really loose at the knees. You know, not happy with that, but I'll tighten them up. But same thing, all this, you know, same thing, helmet. And, you know, arms, waist, okay, from the back. Didn't see that. And then he's kind of, okay, it pops, that's how you lock. Yeah, that's pretty neat, though. I'm loving them. Now, they are coming out in Origins Wave 8, so I already got 7, did a review, and people are getting them now. Wave 8, I believe, there is a Horde Trooper coming out. He's the gray or the silverish one we're familiar with. So just, yeah, I mean, because I heard they were coming out with these. I go, man, that's a lot of tooling to make these. I'm surprised we don't get a Horde Trooper, but they announced him, and he's coming the next wave, probably December, January, Wave 8 is supposed to hit. All right, it's my comparison. So I do have actually add a card. Well, I have a couple of them. I have a couple in card and one out. But this is from the Classics. That's your Horde Trooper. Then that's the same color, like I said, it's coming out in the Wave 8 Origins line. But that's kind of those guys together. Yeah, they look great. Even next to this guy, if you had this guy, he could be like the Super Horde. And you had some of these guys, the Army build, they could be just regular, smaller versions or something. I don't know. But it... really cool. They put a lot of detail in these. Really comparable with the Classics. They didn't have to do that. Now, obviously, the Classics has a little better crossbow, more detail, a different shield. But that is really impressive. I'm really happy with that. They did an excellent job on those guys. All right, so to finish the video up, get all 4 guys together. Man, that looks great, man. The more Horde, the better. I can't believe, you know, we got some Horde Troopers, GRIZZLOR, new HORDAK in line. That looks just, yeah, that's bringing tears to my eyes. But no, what we're missing now is Montana and Leech. Now, Montana was announced next year, so they are tooling him. I haven't heard anything about Leech, but oh, please. In Modulok, I'd like to see a deluxe of Modulok. Would be fantastic. Yeah, so these were, like I said, they're hitting eBay now. So if any or whoever did get a chance to pre-order them, they're starting to ship. Now, what happened was at PowerCon, not to be boring, but a backstory was, so all these people went to PowerCon and they weren't available, these guys, because they were stuck on that sea shipping container mess that's still going on in Pacific, over in the Pacific. So now they're finally moving some of that stuff and people are getting them in hand. If you miss your chance on these, you know, I hate to say it, just like I had to do, you go on eBay and just try to look for the best deal, you know. There's some people they are cheaper, I'll give it that, trying to sell them out there, because when these first came out in PowerCon, the first sale I missed, these were selling for $600-700 a piece for a set, and people were actually bidding and buying them. Now, I didn't pay nowhere close to this, but you know, so they are cheaper on eBay, but they're out there. Or maybe, who knows? Maybe Mattel will have another run. I have no doubt they'll definitely have a Grizzler on the line. They have the tooling. They did it with the Horde Troopers. We already seen 3 HORDAKs. You want to go that route, but it is cool to have the red and black, or they will be loose on eBay. So I hope that answers all your questions. I appreciate all your subscriptions. If you have any other comments, hey man, always comment. I'll get back to you one day. And that's, yes, till next time. Oh, I got one last teaser before we end the video. Alright, next up, my reviews will be the Castle Grayskull accessory set. Check that out, man. Look, I finally got, there's a whole backstory to all these guys. I'll explain in my review, but yeah, just to go, everything. Excellent. So yeah, that just came in too. So, be getting on that next couple days, but yeah, just want to show everybody that. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope everybody's doing great, and until next time, take care.